welcome to a new top 10. This is our last video of the year, the top 10 movies of 2025. Very interesting year for film. I think there's a lot of movies that were just good, not great. There wasn't a lot of films that I was just like, holy crap, that changes the way movies are made. So I think that's my issue with this year, was that there wasn't a lot, but I saw a lot of movies. I saw 50 movies of 2025, and that's quite a bit for me.
I saw 58, and I agree, there wasn't too many great movies, but there was a lot of good movies.
All right, so just to recap how we do this, we do our honorable mentions, we do our 10 through 6, then we do our 5 through 2, then we do our same one at the same time. Will it be the same movie this year? So my first honorable mention is from the world of John Wick, Ballerina. Really enjoyed this film. A lot of great action, fun film. I really like Ana de Armas as his character. I don't know if we'll get another one just because it didn't make a lot of money. People just don't care about females kicking ass. But I enjoyed it. So yeah, definitely worthy of an honorable mention. My second honorable mention is Last Breath. This was one of the first early really good movies of the year. I really enjoyed this film. It's about them going down in a submarine, and then a guy gets left behind, and they have to rescue him. How is he still alive? You're like holding your breath, pun intended, and you're like, man, this is what a good film. So yeah, I absolutely love this film. And my third and final honorable mention is Fantastic Four: First Steps. Really enjoyed Fantastic Four. It's definitely the best version of the Fantastic Four. Not saying much, but really good. I really like these characters. I think Pedro Pascal, once again, is always great. Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman, and the other characters as the other members of the Fantastic Four were all good in their roles. And I enjoyed it. I'm also kind of still on a Marvel, I guess I wouldn't say hate train. I guess I would say a Marvel hate train. More being disappointment of Marvel. So I just couldn't throw it in my top 10 because of that. But I still really enjoyed it. And it's my honorable mentions.
I mean, I like them. We have the same second honorable mention. But and the other two, I enjoyed those movies. My first honorable mention is Weapons. This is the Zach Cregger film. The thing about Zach Cregger is, like, Barbarians was his first film, and I was just like, man, that movie was messed up. Horror is not my cup of tea, but I could see his like really creative direction and like just his style, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be really cool. Same thing for me for Weapons. It's another horror movie, not really my cup of tea, but it's one of those movies that I just kept thinking about after I watched it. And he is doing the Resident Evil reboot next year, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he handles that. That will be more my cup of tea. I'm more a fan of zombies, but I really liked Weapons. My number 12 is Last Breath, like I said. Same thing, Woody Harrelson, what is it, Simu Lee, I think is his name? Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi. Great movie, really good at building tension underwater, like you're holding your breath in the theater. Just a really well done film, and that was a super early film too, that just really stuck throughout my life.
I think it was like March or April.
Yeah. And then my final honorable mention is Good Fortune. This was Keanu Reeves, Seth Rogen. It's a story we've seen before, but I don't know. Something about Keanu Reeves' comedic timing in the film was really funny, and I really connected to the story. It was one of those, not even body swapping movies. One of those like, oh, you think it's so great to be rich? Here I'll give you the life of a rich man type thing. And just Keanu Reeves playing a guardian angel was just hilarious for me. So those are my honorable mentions.
Yeah, I really like I haven't seen Weapons, and I was just like, Barbarians. I was like, no, I can't do another one. And I heard it was the same thing. I said, I want to pass on this one. Horror is not my genre. And then I talked about Last Breath, and I really did like Good Fortune. It's not one of my honorable mentions, but it was in my 22-24 movie contended list. My number 10 is Downton Abbey, the grand finale. I love Downton Abbey. Rewatched the show this year, and then we rewatched the 2 movies. This is the closing of the Downton Abbey door. It basically ended the series, ended the storyline. They're not going to do no more. Love the characters. Love how a lot of characters got a lot of closing, and then the final shot was great. So Downton Abbey grand finale was an awesome movie, and I had to throw it in at number 10. My number 9 is Superman. Really enjoy Superman. I didn't know how I felt about Zack Snyder doing a Superman movie because I think his style is a little more comedic and kind of out there. There is some out there stuff in this film, but there are a lot of great things. I mean, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner as Green Lantern. I mean, come on. What more can I say? The guy who plays Superman was great. That little speech he gives to Lex Luthor about being human was great. And then I forget the guy who plays Lex Luthor, but he is the best
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult, the best Lex Luthor I've ever seen on screen. And I'm looking forward to seeing more with him as Lex Luthor in future Superman movies. So yeah, Superman, loved it. Really glad to see DC is back on the right track. We'll see how long it lasts. My number 8 is Housemaid. This is a movie I literally just saw. The twist in the movie, really, I was just like, okay, you're like watching the movie, you're like, okay, what's the twist going to be? What's the twist? And I felt like a lot of Gone Girl in this movie, and I love Gone Girl, and I felt like this was kind of like reverse Gone Girl. So I don't want to give it away for people who have not seen it, but Sydney Sweeney was really good.
Amanda Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried was like, you're like, what's up with her? What's up with her? And then you're like, oh, everything kind of clicks. Really enjoyed Housemaid and really enjoyed that film. My number 7 is Song Sung Blue. Really enjoyed this film. Hugh Jackman, once again, playing a musical character role. I mean, he's a great singer. And I love the whole Neil Diamond cover band. The movie was a lot of fun. You're like rooting for these guys to actually make it. Tragedy hits, life hits, and you're like, is he going to pick up the booze again? No, he's not going to pick up the booze. And it just made for an enjoyable film and go, ba ba ba. My number 6 is The Accountant 2. This was an early film of the year, and I thought the first Accountant was okay. I thought Accountant 2 blows the first Accountant out of the water. The action's a lot better. Ben Affleck is great. Him and John Bernthal working together is great. Just all them investigating, the action's great. The country bar scene is hilarious. This movie came out early in the year, and it really stuck with me all year. So yeah, Accountant 2 is my last movie on this list, and yeah, that's my 10 through 6.
I'm surprised at how many in common we have. One that you mentioned that is not even in my honorable mention was Housemaid. It was right there. It was between that and Weapons for me, and I was just like, Weapons was a little bit more unique, but I did really enjoy Housemaid as well. All right, my number 10 is Roofman. This is the Channing Tatum. Kirsten Dunst is in here. He's like, it's based on a true story. He's robbing McDonald's and stuff, but he's like a really nice robber. Everybody that gets interviewed, they're like, oh yeah, like he gave me a coat, and he was like super nice about it. And it kind of follows along with him living inside of a Toys R Us. Peter Dinklage is the Toys R Us manager. It's really funny, but it's also like super emotional. People I've talked to about this movie is they get kind of halfway through it and they almost don't want to finish it because they know that bad things are about to happen. But a very good movie. My number 9 is your number 9, Superman. It's crazy how we do that sometimes. I really enjoyed this. I was going in a little, I was like, oh, how much James Gunn is this movie going to be like? And it is very James Gunn. But I'm not the hugest Superman fan, so Man of Steel was my favorite Superman movie up to this point. I don't know if this overtakes this for me, but I did really enjoy it. The scene with Superman and Paul Kent, it just gets to me every time. It brings tears to my eyes. And yeah, I liked, what's his name is the villain, Nicholas Hoult, and I'm looking forward to the future of the DCU as well. We'll see how it goes. My number 8 is Freakier Friday, another movie that kind of came out of I enjoy Freaky Friday, but I don't love it. And then I went and saw this, and I don't know if it was just my age or what, but I was just really connecting with Lindsay Lohan, and I was just the music and everything, and I was just really enjoyed the movie. Is it kind of more the same with the first Freaky Friday? Sure, but I don't know. I loved it. I loved the nostalgia hit that it brought me. And then my number 7 is The Accountant 2, which I think was your number 7 or 6?
No, 6.
Yeah. So, again, bringing back John Bernthal, Ben Affleck. I really enjoyed the first Accountant, and I thought this one was even better. It's got a better story. I love the scene with them in the bar, the dance scene. It was so hilarious. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. I already picked it up on physical media.
Me too.
Because I want to watch it again. And then my number 6 is Song Sung Blue, another one from your 10 through 6 that we just went and saw. Same thing. Like, it starts off kind of like your kind of standard musical biopic. Of course, it's a musical biopic on somebody that's not really famous. It is based on a true story, but they're Neil Diamond interpreters, or what did he say? Yeah, interpreters. He didn't want to be an imposter, whatever. Yeah, Lightning and Thunder. I thought Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman were phenomenal in the film. Their daughter, or Kate Hudson's daughter in the film, I pointed out in my review, I thought was kind of a standout. It gets really emotional towards the end, but I really liked it. Once again, not a huge Neil Diamond fan, but he's one of them ones that everybody knows Neil Diamond music. So, but yeah, that's my 10 through 6.
All right. Yeah. Pretty much.
We had a lot of the same ones.
Yeah.
Like Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday I had as an honorable mention in my other list, and it was right on the cusp of being on there. And then, what was your other say?
Roofman.
I hadn't seen Roofman, so that was the one I haven't seen.
Yeah, you need to check that one out. I think I like it.
Maybe one day. All right, now let's go to my 5 through 2. My number 5 is Predator: Badlands. I love this film. Like, this is the first Predator movie that you're really focusing on the Predator, and I always preach that from Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, hey, let's get Planet of the Apes. Let's get their perspective. And you're rooting for this Predator, because Predators, you're never rooting for them. You're always rooting for the human character to survive. The connection to the Alien franchise, this planet that wants to kill you, is just absolutely insanely awesome. The action's great. The journey is great. I just absolutely love this one. It's the same guy who did Prey, so I'm not surprised because I love Prey. I believe that was in my top 10 that year it came out, so it's no surprise Predator: Badlands. I think it's better than Prey, and I looking forward to what happens next in the Predator franchise. My number 4 is The Long Walk. This is the Francis Lawrence directed film, which I'm not a big fan of him, but it's based off a Stephen King novel where it's about 100 contestants are walking, and if they fail to keep pace, they get killed. You have Harrison Ford as this kind of evil general, and he's like motivating her all like, fuck you, and he's like, that's the spirit, boys. It is such a good movie, and watching like the human spirits, and you're like, you really grow attached to these characters, so you know it only ends good for one character in this film. So yeah, Long Walk, absolutely amazing film. I was blown away by this one. And my number 3 is F1. Just an incredible film. I love Brad Pitt movies, and the car racing, the F1 racing scenes were insane. Were amazing. I feel like we've gotten a lot of racing movies the last few years, and I don't like racing, but for some reason, making a movie about it, I guess you get all the important parts in the racing, where you're watching like on NASCAR, you're only seeing like the end. You're seeing like a lot of filler. But this movie's great. Brad Pitt's good about this aging guy who just wants, who's just doing this for fun, really, and trying to get that last grasp of freedom, basically. So yeah, F1 is incredible. My number 2 is Rental Family. This movie was almost made me tear. Brendan Fraser, I didn't watch The Whale, but Brendan Fraser is back. I mean, he is absolutely incredible in this film. The way he connects with these people emotionally, even though he's really just playing pretend, and some of them don't even realize he's playing pretend, but like the moment with his daughter was like incredible. The guy, the old man who he helps escape was incredible film. Absolutely love Riddle Family. So yeah, that's my 5 through 2.
I missed out of that The Long Walk, so I need to watch that one. But the rest are very similar, so I'll just move on. My number 5 is Riddle Family. Like I said, Brendan Fraser is great in this. A lot of subtitles, but it's about an actor in Japan, basically being an actor for families and different things that they need in their lives. It was very interesting. Get a lot of interesting Japanese culture things that that we do here that are frowned upon in Japan. So, but very emotional, very good. I loved it. And like you said, I think Brendan Fraser amazing in it. My number 4 is Predator: Badlands. I am not the biggest fan of the Predator franchise. I did really enjoy Prey. I came off of watching Alien Earth as soon as right after this, or right before I saw this. So maybe that helped because, like you said, it's got some good connections to the Alien franchise in here. I loved Elle Fanning's performance. I loved getting a lot of the Predators, like the way they behave and what they're doing, and yeah, you really feel for the main character. His name's I'm forgetting now, but it was really, really good. Action-packed, visually really good. I mean, it started off, it felt like we were watching Dune for a minute there. Just really, really well done movie. My number 3 is F1, which I think was your number 3. Same stuff. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I also am not a big fan. I do not watch NASCAR. I do not care about racing, but here lately, the racing movies have really done it. I think it's the drama mixed in with the racing. I mean, the racing is filmed amazing. It's same director as Top Gun: Maverick, and you can tell it's just really, really well done racing scenes. But then you got all the Brad Pitt drama about him being. He's an ex-NASCAR racer who doesn't really do Formula One racing, and he kind of gets thrown in. You got the young guy that he's trying to mentor and all this stuff, and it was just a really well done movie. And then my number 2 is Companion. This was kind of led the pack for me all year long. It's my cup of tea. You got androids and a near future setting, and it's got kind of a slasher movie kind of feel to it, but I loved the premise behind this. I thought it was really well done, and until the summer it was my number 1. But yeah, it's my 5 through 2.
Yeah, I agree with 3 through 5. I didn't like Companion, so I was just kind of really just didn't love it. I feel like I've seen the movie many times before, so I just felt like I was like, okay. So my number 1 movie of the year. This is a movie that blew me away as soon as I saw it, and that is Sinners. Absolutely love Sinners. Ryan Coogler directs it before. I mean, he's done superhero movies. He's done the sports dramas. He's done the dramas. He's never made a fantasy movie. And so you do you have vampires in like 1920s. Also bringing the culture of like Louisiana jazz music into it. I wasn't really expecting all that. So all the combined the cultures, and there are so many great vampire scenes, and it follows the rules of vampire movies so perfectly that I was really surprised at how good. And you never know how. But you can take it seriously when an actor plays 2 different characters in the movie. But Michael B. Jordan absolutely killed it, and I absolutely love Sinners. Such a good movie. It's a movie that I saw. I think it was in April, and it really led the pack all year long. Just kind of like with you with some of your other movies. So yeah, Sinners.
I enjoyed Sinners. I was just looking because I was like, wait, did I even have that on my list? It's not even in my top 23. It was one of them movies. It was like, what's the Mad Max movie that everybody lost their crap about?
Fury Road!
Yeah, it was like, it was way overhyped. Like, everybody was just way overhyping that movie, so I think I went in with way too high expectations. I enjoyed it, but it didn't really stick with me or anything. As evidence, it's not even in my top 20, so... which is probably going to be the case for my number 1, K-pop Demon Hunters. I've talked about this movie a lot this summer. It came out of nowhere. I was like, not even going to watch it. I was like, Sony Animation, what are we doing here? I don't like K-pop. Turned it on. Like 15 minutes go by and I was just sucked into the world. It's got great animation, great music. It's got a really good story. It's got really good themes, you know, about acceptance and shame and how it can eat away at you. And I think, you know, spoiler, but when Genu sacrifices himself, I mean, that's something a lot of animated movies would not do. And I like that he sacrificed himself for the girls. So I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was beautiful. This movie, I know you're not a big fan, but I can always tell, like, after I watch it, I watched this multiple times at home, and then I did go and see it when they re-released it in theaters. But I go online and watch all the 50,000 reactions to it, and when I do that for a movie, I'm like, I mean, it's basically like I'm sitting there watching the movie again and again and again with just a bunch of people in the room watching it with you, kind of. So yeah, I became obsessed with this movie, and it's been a while since I've had an animated movie as my number one. Probably maybe like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, maybe. Can't even remember, but yeah. My favorite movie of the year, easily. There was no competition. It's my only 5 out of 5, too.
Yeah. It wasn't even in my honorable mentions. And my original honorable mentions of the 24 movies.
It's the same thing as Sinners.
So, for me, it wasn't even close.
Which I feel like we've had that a lot lately. Like, our number ones are very different. Even though our rest of our lists are very similar,
yeah.
Our number ones are usually very different.
For me, the music's really good. I feel like a lot of animation was very kiddie. And maybe you can get over it. You're more of an animation fan than I am. So, for me, it took me out of the movie whenever the eyes were popping. And the music's amazing. I'll give you credit to the music, but that story, I've seen it 100 times before. And I just was like, it's generic. And I'll listen to music. Probably never going to watch the movie again. But, good for you.
I would kill for them to release it on physical media. They're probably never going to do that, but...
Alright guys, that ends our top 10 movies of the year. Hope y'all had a great year. It was a very interesting year. We have one more video coming up. That'll be tomorrow. That's starting off for 2026. Talking about our most anticipated films of 2026. So guys, make sure you click that like button, subscribe, see more, follow Rainy Cash on YouTube and all the other places. You can also subscribe to me on TikTok. I've now started a TikTok channel, so I'm talking with the ticking, with all the young kids out there doing the crazy dances. So, guys, I hope y'all have a happy new year, and until next time,
peace out.
All too easy. You done reading your book?
Yeah, I want to fall asleep.
Oh.